Massive day for the chromosomically divided. I guess every day is technically massive for them in a sense. In any case, our fake engineer, Mutahar, is still unconfirmed to be or not to be Indian. We will now refer to this as the Schrodinger's Indian. That's right, until he confirms or denies he is both. What a time to be alive.
Massive day for the unemployed. Mutahar came out with an apology video. He was essentially yapping about YouTube's terms of service, which is, valid, and then hit this bombshell.
Now, YouTube's pretty much engineered, I would say, in their mind, it seems a pretty foolproof way of isolating kiddies from adults. Now, I use the E word over there, and I want to just start talking a little bit. I know there's been some drama, and I want to kind of address things here really quickly.
You know what? He addressed it and is using
the saddest, most pathetic apology ever. Arguably, a ukulele would have made it better. It wasn't even honestly an apology. Mutahar just said, "Kick dirt, I don't care." Oh, do you not care, Mutahar? You were gone for a week. You said you were going to upload daily and you didn't. Now, I understand being the CEO, COO, and whatever kind of Sunday stripper that he typically is every day. He has a lot of places to be. He has places to be, people to meet. So I can't really fault him. He has a lot on his plate. So, I'm missing a week of uploading, probably completely acceptable and understandable. Guys, Mutahar was not worried about anything, okay? He was not hiding. He was just, unavailable.
Engineer gameplay himself, so, good bit. Gotta give credit where it's due.
So obviously, I have been calling myself a engineer, in some cases a programmer, a cybersecurity engineer, whatever you can call it. And, I apparently have also been a dropout, which I don't hide. Now, obviously, me being a dropout, I don't know.
That is the most crazy, lying way of saying things. Well, he just said, apparently also I have been a dropout? What do you mean apparently? You just confirmed you were... What? Like, what is that sentence? What the hell? Syntax, Mutahar. Syntax.
Have a degree.
Yeah, that's kind of what the word dropout means. Thanks for the clarification.
So I'm not a certified or licensed engineer. Now I'm in a...
But I maybe am. Thank God I am not in Canada, otherwise they would get me.
A lot of videos in the past where I've taught you guys about computer safety, cybersecurity, a lot of this stuff, and I think that content stands up on its own.
Man, cybersecurity in Minecraft matters a lot, okay?
And I believe it actually can be used, and people have learned from it, and I think that's great.
Okay, I just want to show you guys something. My YouTube glitch that's showing some ordinary gamers and Mr. Who's the Boss. Now, to an outsider looking in, Mutahar might seem like a wee bit of a fraud, but at least he's our fraud.
Now, if you feel offended...
Based and true. I wish Mutahar does not stop. I wish Mutahar does not take any accountability. I wish Mutahar tells us that he is now the CEO of 5 companies, not how many ever he previously was. I wish that he takes no responsibility like Pirate Software taught him.
If you feel wronged that I called myself an engineer while not being a degree-holding engineer, then for that I do apologize.
I like how he minimizes this. I called myself engineer while not technically being a degree-holding engineer, but my smarts, my brain is above an engineer. You understand? You picking up what I'm picking down?
And I will denigrate myself to, I guess, programmer or a fat Indian guy that knows a bit about computers. That's what I'll leave it
at. Listen, I would never know about virtual Linux machine without Mutahar, okay? I would be living like a caveman. I owe this man everything. It's true.
You're not even fat, bro. This is fat.
And that's pretty much all
No, actually, I think we can call both of them fat.
To say. Now, again, if you want to stick around, awesome. If you still feel wronged and this does not suffice for you, then I don't really give a fuck.
Kick rocks. If you don't like me, if you were offended about me lying about my whole life for tens of years, Kick rocks, kick dirt, kick sand, my boy. I don't care. What a brave thing to do. What a brave thing to say.
Simple as that.
I feel like honesty goes a long way, and if he genuinely doesn't care, then, like, why lie about it? So, W in Mutahar's book, not gonna lie. I even left a comment,
cares?
Should have baited a ukulele for the apology bit. He finally engineered a response video. Mutahar just needed to rest after a long night of being a SWAT officer.
Now, again, that being said, if anything else comes out of this, whether there be some legal stuff, then I'll just let lawyers handle it, and we'll call it at that.
I like how he's saying, okay, boys, you know me faking being an engineer. If Canada decides to go after me, I'll just lawyer up and not say anything because too prideful.
But that being said, I want to...
By the way, when the engineer saga ends, what do you think Mutahar now is going to be now? I mean, he can be an engineer, he can be a cybersecurity expert. What is left? Maybe we're going to return to lawyer Mutahar days, okay? If you don't know this was my favorite Mutahar arc. I enjoyed it so much. It was when he was doing deep dives into law. And I mean, those were the stupidest, lowest intelligence, lowest IQ takes that you could ever imagine. I mean, this dude literally was explaining what's happening in law cases without knowing a single law term. Okay? This is my favorite example. I know some of you have already heard this, but he once was talking about a case where the judge with prejudice denied the case. Okay, that means that the reason you are suing someone is so bad, so clearly malice, so clearly not true that you cannot resue on these grounds again. That's what with malice means. Oh no, not with malice, but with prejudice. Sorry, pulled the Mutahar right there almost on my own. But I at least don't pretend to be a lawyer. With prejudice. And Mutahar is like being, oh, the judge hated this so much, he said with prejudice. He dislikes this with prejudice. He does not want to see this. Oh my god. And then he said something about racism because that's what he thinks prejudice means. That was my favorite Mutahar stupid arc.
Forward, and that's pretty much the engineered response that I had to give.
Indian. On the WestJet channel, we're known for accuracy and due diligence, and I know it's hard to believe, but we got something wrong. In yesterday's video, where Harmful Opinions talked about Mutahar having a gay experience, he mentioned Ryan, or Nexpo, and turns out it was a different Ryan. Guy felt terrible. He made a whole apology to Vicstar and Nexpo.
This video is going to seem like a joke.
I talked about this. We know.
Considering it's the first thing I've uploaded since Mutahar's response to recent drama, but I assure you it is absolutely not. I'd like to apologize unreservedly to Mutahar of...
Okay. He apologized. That's amazing. Moving on.
I read both of these guys' apologies, and Harmful Opinions only lost on one aspect, the defensiveness part. Damn, bro, now you're both gay. Not good enough. As punishment, you should continue making videos about him. It's nice you are correcting yourself, but people thinking Mutahar is gay is probably the least of his concerns right now. Some of you guys might disagree, but this drama is technically a nothing burger. Like, even if Mutahar is guilty on all charges, it's...
Yeah, we talked about this. I mean, who cares? No one cares. It's just hilarious because Mutahar would probably try and hide this. But who cares? No one cares. Most people are already making assumptions, by the way.
It's not like he did something criminal. He's not going to go to jail for calling himself an engineer.
Now, if you feel offended, if you feel wronged that I called myself an engineer while not being a degree-holding engineer, then for that, I do apologize.
If I apologized like this to my wife, I would be sleeping on the couch. Like, this got some manipulative undertones. Bro straight up said, I'm sorry you guys feel this way, and I apologize if you're offended. While his apology did suck booty cheeks, I feel like, I don't care. Why is the Sadachu medallion the Behelit from Berserk? Harmful Opinions privated his other video and added some corrections, and upon further check-in, the 2019 wedding is not Kyle's, which is in fact occurred in 2017. This means the ill girlfriend does not line up with a gay cheating story. This also makes it even less likely that Ryan in question was Nexpo. Okay, but on the real, I don't think Nexpo gives a single because what straight guy would get offended if you call them gay? Like, the only person to get offended is probably somebody who has some repressed feelings and they're like, haven't come to terms with it.
I honestly, at this point,
That's me!
exactly That's me! Yesterday I got the video wrong. This is the one. Look at this, boys. We made it. I honestly, at this point, would not exactly be surprised if Mutahar lied about being Indian just for internet clout in some way.
Nobody's gonna lie about that, bro. Being Indian on the internet is like being a Jew in 1939 Warsaw. Not gonna lie, the commentary tubers are trying to push the Mutahar bad narrative so hard, comes off very forced. If he could respond to a controversy this easily, it probably wasn't that big of a deal. People act like he's pirate software. You guys stop hating on my Twizzy P soft. Like, we go...
Okay, we're gonna go back into pirate software, boys, by the way, because it's been too long, okay? He must have done something extremely stupid at least 5 times. We're going back, boys.
Way back. Like, on my previous video, I set the record straight as well. So apparently Harmful Opinions guy messed up a bit that it's a different Ryan he made out with, not Nexpo, and I wanted to clear things up here. We'll mention tomorrow in video 2. While you are at it, include an apology about the Kit Boga and Indian racist as comments.
No.
What?
I'm in Canada, so I'm basically Indian. I earned my stripes.
Would you rather live in Nepal for a year or India for a month? Brother, I'm gonna keep it up. I mean, technically, if you think about it, I mean, I am living in India right now. Never mind, huh?
He doesn't care, so he spent a full week silently deleting videos. Truly the actions of someone who doesn't care. No, I believe him. I genuinely think he doesn't care. Like, I think he did care for a week and then sort of had an epiphany and was like, dude, what the f am I doing? Like, why do I care about this? Spoiler, upcoming SlopTubers titles be like, Mutahar's response is crazy. It's over. He is done. Career dead. Isn't Mutahar...
I would use definitely one of those, yeah.
Mutahar himself sort of a slop tuber, like he just records a 30-minute video with like marginally no editing, and like, look, that's even...
Dude, listen. Mutahar editing something is kind of wild, because that never happens.
Slop tubers still work 10 times harder than streamers, I'll make that statement clear. Yo, any fat...
True and real, okay? My job is infinity more difficult than Mutahar streaming. Asmigel, Tektoad, Hassan, all of these losers, okay? They don't know the struggle of reacting.
Asian computer science kids watching, could you guys validate these claims real quick here? But nevertheless, like, Mutahar's strategy was decent, but I still feel like he kind of blundered the rook. The rook! Should have played the King's Indian, eh? Know the work rules. I completely lied about my work experience and credentials. Aw, you're sweet. I completely lied about my work experience and credentials. Hello, human resources? Pirate software.
I mean, Mutahar does mention that he's an engineer almost as much as Pirate Software mentions the fact that he is, 7 years at Blizzard employee.
Software didn't lie about his work history. Everyone knows he worked at Blizzard for 7 years. Funnily enough, the biggest losers in this whole situation are actually Mutahar's parasocial viewers. Not saying all of them, but some of the people there are so ride or die for a YouTuber they never met. You cannot deny that censoring the engineer word in your comment section and like privating videos doing a cover-up is loser activity, while at the same time posturing as this guy who cares about censorship and stuff like that. He's a dude whose words have no weight. He'll talk bad about the Switch and buy one the next week. He is a man of zero morals, fundamentals, and honestly, I can't respect someone like that. I genuinely don't care what a man has to say if he can't squat 200 pounds parallel. It's a good rule of thumb.
I don't really give a fuck. Simple as that.
Dude, you got a huge ego. Maybe not quite Pirate Software's level, but you're up there, buddy. Bro's acting all nonchalant and gangsta and when he took a week to cook this response up. Like, if you released it the next day, then sure, you know, I'd have some leniency, but like, it's pretty bad. And you know for a fact he'd be ripping Pirate Software a new one if Pirate Software came out with an apology like this. And you know, honestly, this is why I kind of...
Wait, didn't he actually have a choice set of words for Pirate Software? Didn't even Mutahar... Dude, every loser on YouTube, Actman, Mutahar, and all of them, have now jumped on the Pirate Software bad train.
I don't like Mutahar. And even though this guy has more subscribers than me, I genuinely don't care. Mutahar, all you are is a version of Moist Critical with less jokes and longer runtime. You're not an engineer.
Yeah, a little bit more body weight also. Probably older. It is what it is. It's a joke, by the way. Anyway, that was Vishjet 10 out of 10. Look at that. I was in a video. My opinion. Did you like it? I liked it a lot. Anyway, have a nice day. Bye.